Lauren Freedman's podcast, Uninvisible, recently featured uterine fibroid advocate Nkem Osian, and they gave some tips for living with a chronic disease that we're going to go through right now. What's going on, y'all? I'm Damien. I was diagnosed with MS a few years ago and have been making content about the disease ever since. If this is your first time here and you'd like to learn more about MS while laughing and gaining a sense of community, start by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss any updates. Health advocate and friend of the program, Lauren Freedman, runs the podcast Uninvisible, about invisible conditions and chronic invisible illness. Recently, one of her guests was uterine fibroid activist Nkem Osian. And when Lauren asked Nkem her 3 top tips for living with and managing a chronic illness, they were so great that I wanted to run through them real quick on here. Be your own advocate. I've said it before on the channel, so it's great to hear it from someone else who is also doing the dang thing out here like Nkem. Get informed. Know your options. Do research about your condition and the options that exist, because pain bias is real. Medical bias is real. Medical gaslighting is real. So it's crucial to be informed about your condition and the options if you're going to be effective collaborators in our treatment and care. Like, the more you know, the more you are going to be able to be captain of your wellness team. And not just somebody following instructions from somebody in a white coat who went to school for a bunch of years so that they must know better than you, who has been living in your own body this whole time. Like Ed Lover used to say, "Come on, son." Which leads us to point number 2. Trust yourself. You know your body better than anyone else. Physicians and doctors rely on you knowing your body to come up with a diagnosis. And if you suspect something is wrong or off, it probably is. Don't delay going to seek treatment. And don't allow doctors or anyone else second guess yourself. You see how getting informed and trusting yourself kind of go hand in hand? Seek a second opinion. And Nkem is right on the money when she says, if you're being dismissed, if your doctor's not listening to you, seek a 3rd, 4th, or 5th opinion if you have to. Don't be intimidated by your physician. The relationships with your physician should be a partnership. And you're working in collaboration with your physicians to ensure that you're receiving the best quality of care that you deserve. And if you're not receiving that, then you need to have the courage to seek care elsewhere. And then she reiterates this point. We are our own best health advocates. So invest in your health and pursue optimum health the way you pursue everything else in life, because health is wealth. And we need to invest in it. And these tips are helping us invest in our health and ourselves. Having a chronic illness is tough enough. And hopefully these tips can help ensure that you're doing your best to be your best. Shout out to Lauren Freedman and the Uninvisible podcast for facilitating this type of discussion. And shout out to Nkem Osian for being so frank and candid about her own health journey and sharing some things that have helped her achieve her best health. What are some tips that you have for living with a chronic illness? Let me know in the comments, and if I get enough of them, I might even do another video about it. Okay, bye!